Parents, do you find it's hard to deal with your child's public meltdown? Over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to arm you with the tool every parent needs to have to better handle meltdowns every time you leave the house. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Alex Vujnovic. I'm your trusted neuro-based chiropractor, local leader in brain development, and owner and founder of Power Within Chiropractic. And we have helped 100 families get their child's life back on track using our Brain Blossom program and specific brain-based strategies. In this video, I'm going to arm you with a tool every parent needs to have to better handle meltdowns every time you leave the house. Your kid is not bad. In fact, there are no bad kids. But we know that a lot of kids struggle in the realm of learning, socialization, and behavioral challenges. Because we understand behaviors are a window into the brain, there is a reason for behaviors, and our job is to figure out an underlying reason. There is a lot of research going on about the brain, impact of stress on the brain, and impact on the way an individual of all ages are engaging, connecting, learning. And we're here to help with that. We know that behavioral challenges are a window into the brain. We know this across all the professions: neuroeducation, psychology, functional neurology, traditional medicine. That is what we do here. Behaviors are a window into the brain. There is a reason that kids are struggling. Our job is to figure out some of these underlying reasons. What are some of these underlying reasons? What do we know? What does the scientific community tell us about stress, physical, chemical, and emotional realm? What does it tell us about genetics, particularly epigenetic research? All of this plays into the function of the brain. How is an adult, but definitely how is a child using their brain? How is this impacting the way they're moving through development? Here's another thing we know. We know that brain is not fully developed at birth. We know we have to move through a trajectory of development, and we know that at different stages in this trajectory, we access, develop, gain different tools to process our world. Listen, these tools lay the foundation of how we engage, connect, and learn. So those observable behaviors or challenges, those are window into what is a child struggling with, but also what are they doing well? What tools are they using, and what does it tell us about where they are in the development, where gaps might have been, and an underlying neurological challenge or inefficiency or stress response that might be impacting the way they're using their brain. We get to work with families that have heard this all the time, or that feel this, and we look at and ask and answer two questions. What is the response present, and are they indicators of input, process, and output challenges that may be impacting the way a child is using their brain or moving through development? Second, what tool is a child using to process their world? This is our functional brain-based assessment. It's not just what are they doing wrong, but what are they doing well? How are they processing? What does this tell us about how they're using their brain? We look at reflexes, gross motor, fine motor, auditory verbal processing, eye movements, and visual cognition, the executive function. And then we can know what is the appropriate clinical tool, or most often tools and providers that we need to get on board to support this kid to transition from bad kid, chase the deficit, to help them have a better expression of life and understand the reasons. Here's a big tip you can start implementing now to help lower that anxiety, give them predictability, and start meeting them where they are so they can be more comfortable in these big transitions. I will recommend a visual schedule. Put events, trips, life of the child into a picture. The language of the brain is pictures. Parents, if everything I talked about in this video sounds like a situation you need help with, what if over the next several weeks you had your child's behavioral blueprint so that you can understand the root cause that is leading to your child's challenges and receive tools that will melt the behaviors away as we work on restoring input and improving your child's processing efficiency without having therapies at the same time, which may or may not create lasting cognitive changes. Let's work on neurological set point first and let the clinical findings guide us when and who is appropriate to add to the team. If you'd like to learn why chiropractic care is the foundational piece for my private clients whose kids are having challenges in the realm of learning, click the link below and schedule a 15-minute call, and you and I will go over your child's behavioral blueprint so that you know if we're the right fit for you and your next